I want to ask you something honestly. What if one of the most natural things you still do, something you've done your whole life, could either protect your prostate, boost your hormones, and sharpen your performance, or quietly damage them without you realizing? I'm Dr. Laura Bennett, a urologist, and this is one of the most common yet least discussed questions I hear from men your age. The truth is, most men over 60 continue to masturbate, but many have no idea what it's really doing to their health. That's why today we're going to strip away the myths, look directly at the science, and uncover both the powerful benefits and the real risks that come with self pleasure later in life. By the end, you'll have clarity on a topic most doctors won't even bring up, and you'll know exactly how to keep this part of your life healthy and beneficial. Before we begin, do me a quick favor. Comment your age and where you're watching from. That way, I can make sure the next videos match your situation as closely as possible. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the ones designed specifically for men in your age group. Let's start with the genuinely good news, the science-backed benefits. First benefit, it maintains essential penile health. The act of achieving an erection significantly increases blood flow into the spongy erectile tissues of the penis, known medically as the corpora cavernosa. Think of this as a form of physical therapy for your most intimate anatomy. This regular vascular exercise helps maintain crucial tissue elasticity, which becomes increasingly important for achieving and sustaining firm erections as you age naturally. Second, it actively promotes prostate health. This is genuinely significant. Multiple large-scale medical studies, including a landmark one from Harvard University involving tens of thousands of men, have directly linked higher ejaculation frequency with a measurably lower risk of developing prostate cancer later in life. The leading theory is that regular ejaculation helps systematically flush out potentially harmful substances and accumulated secretions from the prostate ducts before they can cause problems. Third, it strengthens your pelvic floor muscles. The rhythmic muscular contractions that occur naturally during orgasm directly engage key pelvic floor muscles like the pubococcygeus. A strong, healthy pelvic floor is absolutely vital for maintaining erectile function, achieving better ejaculatory control, and preventing urinary incontinence, which becomes an increasingly common issue for aging men. Fourth, it significantly reduces cortisol, your stress hormone. In our chronically high-stress modern world, this is an incredible built-in biological benefit. Peer-reviewed research has repeatedly shown that orgasm leads to a substantial, measurable drop in cortisol levels circulating in your bloodstream. Lower cortisol directly helps regulate blood pressure more effectively and reduces anxiety levels, making this a genuinely natural tool for both cardiovascular and mental well-being. Fifth, it releases a powerful cocktail of feel-good neurochemicals. Orgasm literally floods your brain with dopamine, the motivation and pleasure molecule, along with oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This completely natural mood booster provides a genuine sense of well-being and emotional connection, which is absolutely invaluable for maintaining mental health as you age. Pro tip. Sixth, it aids in early self-detection of physical issues. The regular practice of self-pleasure makes you intimately familiar with your own anatomy in ways most men never are. This consistent self-examination is actually one of the most effective methods men have to discover early warning signs of serious conditions like testicular cancer, penile fibrosis, or other physical anomalies that might otherwise go completely unnoticed until much later stages. Seventh, it genuinely improves sleep quality after orgasm. The natural release of hormones like oxytocin and prolactin, combined with a significant reduction in cortisol, creates a powerful natural sedative effect throughout your body. This helps your entire system relax deeply and completely, making it substantially easier to fall into genuinely restorative deep sleep, something that often becomes increasingly challenging with advancing age. Eighth, it enhances overall pelvic blood circulation. Beyond just the penis itself, regular masturbation measurably improves blood flow throughout your entire pelvic region. This increased circulation is directly beneficial for the long-term health of your bladder, your prostate gland, and all the surrounding musculature, actively preventing various issues related to circulatory stagnation and chronically poor blood flow. Ninth, it serves as an effective training method for ejaculatory control. For men who struggle with premature ejaculation, which becomes more common with age, masturbation provides a completely safe, private space to practice proven techniques like the stop-start method. This allows you to better understand your body's arousal signals and progressively build significantly greater control, which then naturally translates to improved performance during partnered sexual activity. And 10th, it keeps your sexual desire and neural pathways actively firing. Never forget, your brain is genuinely your largest and most important sex organ. By regularly engaging in sexual fantasy and physical stimulation, you're actively keeping the complex neural circuits associated with desire and arousal firing and functioning properly. This consistent stimulation helps maintain a healthy libido and sexual responsiveness, even when you don't currently have a regular intimate partner. But to have a genuinely complete picture, we absolutely cannot focus only on the positive aspects. A truly healthy practice is always a conscious, informed practice. So now let's discuss the 10 potential risks or negative effects that you genuinely need to watch out for carefully. First risk, social isolation and withdrawal. This becomes a genuine problem when self pleasure stops being simply one part of a healthy, balanced sexual life and instead becomes a complete substitute for real human connection and intimacy. The solution here is developing honest self awareness. Ensure this practice is actively complementing your life, not allowing you to progressively withdraw from meaningful relationships and social interaction. Second, physical risk of skin microlesions. This typically happens when masturbation is performed too aggressively, too frequently, or without adequate lubrication to reduce friction. These tiny tears and abrasions can cause significant irritation, inflammation, and can even potentially become an entry point for bacterial infection. The fix is genuinely simple and straightforward. Always be gentle with your tissue and consistently use a quality water-based lubricant. Third, progressive desensitization. If you consistently stimulate yourself in exactly the same way, with identical pressure and rhythm every single time, your brain and nervous system can gradually become conditioned to respond only to that one very specific type of touch. This neurological adaptation can make it genuinely difficult to achieve arousal or reach orgasm with an actual partner whose touch naturally differs. The key is consciously varying your technique, your rhythm, your grip pressure, and your mental focus regularly. Pro tip: fourth, it can mask underlying causes of erectile dysfunction. If you find you can only achieve firm erections during solo masturbation, but consistently struggle with a partner, it might be extremely tempting to simply ignore or rationalize this concerning pattern. However, this discrepancy can actually mask serious underlying health problems, like developing cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or significant hormone imbalances. If you notice this specific pattern developing, it's absolutely essential to see a qualified doctor for proper evaluation. Fifth, nerve compression from poor posture during the act. Many men habitually masturbate while sitting uncomfortably in a hard chair or hunched over awkwardly, which can progressively compress the pudendal nerve running through the pelvis. Over extended time, this chronic compression can lead to troubling genital numbness or persistent pelvic pain. The ideal approach is to practice in a genuinely relaxed, comfortable position, like lying down with proper back and neck support. Sixth, it can become an unhealthy emotional escape mechanism. Using masturbation as your only available tool to cope with stress, boredom, loneliness, or frustration can gradually create a behavioral dependency that's difficult to break. It's genuinely crucial to develop and maintain a diverse toolkit for managing your emotions effectively, including regular physical exercise, meditation practice, meaningful hobbies, and genuine conversations with trusted others. Seventh, persistent feelings of guilt and shame. Many men, particularly in older generations, were raised with powerful cultural or religious taboos specifically about self pleasure. If these deeply ingrained negative feelings persist and cause you genuine distress or shame, it can be incredibly beneficial to speak confidentially with a sex positive therapist or counselor who can help you reframe this completely natural practice in a healthier, more balanced light. Eighth, pelvic congestion from excessive frequency. While infrequent ejaculation is indeed a documented risk factor for certain prostate issues, excessively frequent ejaculation, meaning multiple times daily over extended periods, can sometimes lead to an uncomfortable feeling of heaviness or persistent aching in the testicles and entire pelvic area. The solution is practicing genuine moderation and carefully listening to your body's clear signals. Ninth, potential temporary impact on semen quality. This is only a genuine concern if you and a partner are actively trying to conceive a child. While regular masturbation doesn't harm your long term fertility potential, ejaculating daily can temporarily reduce sperm concentration in each ejaculation. For optimal sperm quality when trying to conceive, peer reviewed studies suggest an abstinence period of 2 to 5 days is genuinely best. And 10th, disconnection from sexual reality, often linked to pornography use. If your masturbation practice becomes heavily or exclusively reliant on extreme or completely unrealistic pornography, it can progressively skew your expectations about real sex and make it genuinely difficult to connect authentically with a real life partner. The key is consciously balancing any visual aids with your own imagination and genuine memories of real, affectionate sexual experiences. So, as you can clearly see, masturbation after 60 isn't simply good or bad in absolute terms. It's genuinely a tool. And like any tool you possess, how you consciously use it determines its ultimate effect on your health and well being. The secret ingredient is always conscious awareness. Practiced with genuine awareness, respect for your body's signals, and appropriate moderation, it can be a powerful and genuinely beneficial ally for your overall health and sexual vitality. Here's exactly what I want you to do moving forward. First, practice conscious awareness. Before you engage, ask yourself honestly, am I doing this from genuine desire, or am I using it to avoid something else? That simple question changes everything. Second, vary your technique regularly. Different positions, different grip pressures, different mental focus. This prevents desensitization and keeps your nervous system responsive and adaptable. Third, use proper lubrication always. This single habit prevents the vast majority of physical irritation and micro injuries that cause problems over time. Fourth, if you notice persistent erectile dysfunction with a partner but not alone, schedule a complete physical examination. This pattern often indicates underlying cardiovascular or hormonal issues that need medical attention. I genuinely hope this conversation was helpful and clarifying for you. I'd authentically like to know what you think about this important topic. What was the single most surprising point for you today? What changed your perspective? Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts honestly. Let's continue this important discussion together without shame or judgment. If you found genuine value in this video, please give it a like right now and subscribe for more straightforward, well-researched guidance on mature men's health topics that most doctors simply won't discuss openly. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next honest conversation. Thanks for watching, stay healthy and confident, and I'll see you in the next video.